Hi everyone, Emma here. I just wanted to show you a few things I got from the fabric store, and I thought I would make I got inspired by the pastel colors of the pearls that I got from AliExpress. And actually I have to say that they were flaking quite a bit. I have to check to make sure that's where I got them. I'm wondering if they're not check glass beads and something else, because they were flaking quite a bit, although I did get some other beads that did the same thing. Actually, you know what? I just had an idea. Yeah, I just had an idea. So initially what I thought I'd do is a cha-cha bracelet, I think they call them, where you put beads on head pins and you make a bunch of them, put them on a stretch bracelet, and they all kind of bunch together. So you can correct me if I didn't get that right, but when we were talking about these beads, the check glass beads that I got that I was not too happy about, I do remember ordering these guys, which are really beautiful. They are they're hard to see. They're faceted, kind of a milky crystal, but they had the same thing where at the ends, like, the finish is peeling off. Anyway, I should have returned them or contacted them here, where you can really see it on this one. I might still contact them, just say I just opened these now and noticed, and see what they say, because I ordered multiple bead mixes of this. The other thing is a bunch of them were this color. They were gray. So they were supposed to be like a white. But okay, so let me take out for the so when I thought of these, I thought I should do like a is it, I want to say frost. I'm probably getting this wrong. Geez, I can't think of it. It's this inspired bracelet. So let me, there's a bunch of little ones. So probably the little ones are better for this. I might put one or two big ones. Frozen. Why couldn't I think of that? So let's get a couple of little ones. These ones are like fused together. You know what? I should save this and take a picture. Yeah. And send it to them. This one too is just a mess. I have paint on my hands, so I was painting the a painting of Brittany from Turquoise Street, her beads, the bone beads. So trying to get that ready for her. So I like these, but you know, now that I think of them, they're not bright enough. I would have to add, well, of course, let me see with the head pin what it looks like. Maybe a daisy spacer too. And I have some really neat check glass ones here. These guys might really shine it up. If I had some blues, it would be even better. I thought this blue might add to it. Okay, so yeah, I wanted to show you some of the stuff I got at the fabric store. So I managed to get the this felt, which has like sparkles in it. So when it rang up at the cashier, it said that it was sparkly felt. So it didn't say that it's stiff, but I mean, you can see it's stiff. So I'm going to use that for my bead embroidery. And I went there to get the Ultra Suede, and they were all out, so I managed to get this fabric, and I'll just use this for now until I pick up some. I'll have to order it, I guess. And I wanted to show you the buttons that I got these buttons yesterday from AliExpress, and this is the original button that I get from my button supplier. I'm a button junkie. My button supplier on Etsy in Canada. So this is what it looks like, and this is what I got from AliExpress. So what I would do is I would add patina to this to create this dark, you know, you get a better outline of the button. I mean, this one's still beautiful. It's pretty much the same. It's not as finished, like you can see the ridges and stuff, but everything else is pretty much the same. You can tell there's probably, you can see the wash on the back, so that's probably how that black is applied. But what I did do is I polished this, and this is what I got. Oh my gosh, look at this. So this was polished with the 4-0 steel wool that you get at the hardware store for woodworking. And then I took some Flitz polish that I use. I got this on Amazon. I use it to polish my pennies to make buttons for my bracelets. And you just put a drop and rub it, and that's how amazing that came out. So I just wanted to show you that. It's just amazing. I mean, you see the difference in the quality from AliExpress to like a good distributor or seller, and then that's what you can create. And then I would still probably go in and create some patina in there. So there you go on those. So let's take a look at what we can do here. So I'm gonna have to straighten these, I think. Let me try to get this there. And I need a new one of these. If anybody has any recommendations, I got this online, and this is like super tiny. You can see how it fits on my hands. Let me do that. Okay, so I mean it works, but it's probably not good for my hands. That's a silver one. That's I should save this one. I can't believe that it actually came like this. Of course, I didn't want to be sitting here. You know what? Maybe I should do these off camera. This is not fun for you guys. Yeah, let me pause this. Okay, so I straightened those ones out, and actually, you know, rather than start the frozen one, let's stick with the one that I wanted to start at the beginning. There's tons of little pieces of lint on my mat here. Okay, so I was thinking of just doing a straight head pin, but now that I look at it, maybe, well, I'm wondering if it needs maybe a spacer at the bottom. So let me get my daisy spacers out. It's nice now that I'm stocking up that I'm actually getting. Before I open that, I want to add some hearts to this because I think it needs something other than just the circle to kind of represent what it's all about. So I'm going to pull out a heart. I have some rose gold ones, and then I've got these pink ones that have silver on one side. I don't know about those. Okay, maybe they'll come to me. There's these two that I might use, but in the meantime, let's take a look at the daisy spacers. And actually, I have these bead caps. So I could actually do something. So this is going to be what you see. That's the top part. So I think what I should do is do this so that it cups it like that. I don't know. Let's try daisy spacer, see what it looks like. Try gold. I wonder if it needs something up top. What does this look like? Man, these are tiny. Yeah, I don't like, that's not the look I'm going for. So let me see what this does. Again, not the look I'm... Okay, so back to this and this. Let's see what that does. You know what, you might not see that anyway, but let me go back to this one and think about it a bit. Again, you're probably not going to see it. So, you know what, let's keep it basic. Let's move those out of the way and shut the lid from that. This one, I'm always afraid. It's just tons of daisy spacers, like thousands and thousands everywhere would be a nightmare. So let's just put these on the head pins and then we'll go ahead and do them all together. So I am kind of surprised that I didn't get any mail today. So as I said yesterday, I will probably end up getting a pile of boxes and shipments before the end of the week. But and I have to say, I'm just going to move that one out because I don't want to get it mixed in. Let me see. If we did this, no, I don't. No, don't want it that way. I want it this way. Oh yeah, that's pretty. My mood's been kind of more irritable than depressed lately, and that's definitely a symptom of depression. And I notice very slight changes in my mood because I have bipolar disorder, so it's always important to catch them early. And so the last couple of days, I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, I'm not as animated, and I'm kind of getting annoyed when things don't work out. Oh, this is going to be cute. Oh my gosh. Oh, what is it about those colors, eh? I think it'll probably need another one of those. So let's pull one out now. But yeah, so my mood has been yucky lately, and I don't like it too when I'm irritable. Now, you know what? This is a different color. This is the rose gold, and this is, I had put 2 in the one bin, or no, maybe that's the last one of that one. Unless this is that, but it didn't get, yeah, it is. It's the same one. It just didn't get a lot of finish on it. So let's see if we can find one that has, it's more pinky than gold. That one's good. So let's move that one away here and move these guys out. Yeah, I don't like being grumpy either. So, and it's hard to do video when you're in a crappy mood. So I apologize if everybody's been really super positive, so I probably see it or notice it before most people. But so today it just took another dip. So I have yin yoga tonight with my favorite teacher. She's from England and she has an incredible accent and she doesn't do a lot of talking. So we get in the get in the position. She'll describe the position and how to do it, and then it's quiet for 3 minutes while we hold the pose. But she turns all the lights out, and you have lots of blankets, and there's gentle, very low yoga music in the background. It's very relaxing. And I usually just cover myself up with a blanket. It's kind of funny looking. But I feel like, you know what, it's my practice. I'll do whatever I want. So I'm like a little kid in a blanket fort and doing my yoga. So I love it. Love it, love it. It's so funny. I told her that I used to go to a different place for yoga, and the teacher used to laugh at me all the time. She's like, "Oh, that's not very nice. Why is she laughing at you?" And I was like, "Oh, because," I didn't say because I was overweight, but that was part of it, which was actually not very nice. But because I would have to use multiple, you have to get in these weird kind of stretchy, bendy poses. So if you can't hold them, then they have like a bolster, or you could roll up the blanket and use that to prop yourself, and then blocks and whatnot. So I would have like multiple blocks and multiple different stuff. But I do it, and I did that until I lost the weight, and oh, this is going to be amazing. Okay, so the idea with this is, these are probably too long. Let me try the first one and see how it goes. So you just basically figure out where you want your how big you want your loop. I think I'm going to go halfway down here. Maybe not so much. And then you hold your pin so that it's flush. And, oh, these are super soft. So you just turn. These are like really thin and soft. So you just keep turning. And try and keep your thumb there and keep pushing it so that it's close to the next one. And you just loosen, turn, loosen, turn, loosen, turn. And you keep going to the end, pretty much. So probably about there. Because you want that to stick out a bit, I think. Maybe not. Maybe there. I think actually you can do them different lengths so that you have like a texture of high and lows. And then you can just go in and press these. I kind of want this one turned in a bit more, because I don't want that to stick on your... Oh, that did it. So I just kind of turned it and held it down. There. Oh, look at that. Perfect. So that's what it should look like, I think. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. I think I've seen 2 videos now of this. So, and I guess it doesn't matter too much with this, as in how thick it is, because it's going to be hidden by your... I'm just going to push that down now. Yeah, so the funny part about telling her about that other teacher laughing at me, now she was kind of doing it in... I was going to say to be nice, but that's not the right word. She's kind of doing it in a nice way, I guess. And so when I told my current teacher that, she wasn't too happy about that. But anyway, now when she sees how I do my yoga, she must think, oh gosh, now I know why she was laughing. Because here I am like some 5-year-old with my blanket fort doing my yoga. So this one wasn't paying attention enough. But you can just do this. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze. There. Sweet. So these look pretty good. So we'll just keep going like that till we get these all done and put that on a bracelet. But yeah, so I'm hoping that the yoga tonight will, and it's weekly, so, and it's all paid for, or I paid for it last year when I had just renewed last year, so I don't have to pay anything for it. It's already paid. And which reminds me, I'm putting out a challenge here. I want to know what your best excuse for buying beads is. So here are mine. So of course I had my birthday during COVID, so that's when I started shopping. Hasn't stopped yet. And helps my mood. I don't have any supplies. This is like a new venture for me after being a break for about 10 years. So I need the supplies. But the one I thought of the other day that I was like, oh, I have to tell you all about this. You're going to laugh. So our gym, we've been a member of, it's a community gym, so it's owned by the city. We've been a member of this gym. Okay, so this one's harder for some reason. Like a lot harder. Yeah, we've been a member for 15 years, my wife and I. And so, I mean, it's not cheap. It's it's cheaper than, say, New Bodies or one of the big name gyms. So one of the places that I saw this, okay, there's a lady that does, not keychains, but like something like that, keychain dangles or something. So I saw a video of her doing this, but I also saw I think it's called the Bead Shop in Honolulu. They have a channel, and they were the ones showing this bracelet. And I guess at the end she talks about, giving credit to if you saw something. And I totally agree with that. So definitely this was not something I came up with at all. This is not happening the way I want it to. So, yeah, so to continue with the story, why I need an excuse for why I should keep buying beads or need to buy beads is, so there's that yearly membership that we won't be renewing. They are open, but you have to book an appointment, and you can only use the facility for an hour at a time. We spend 2 hours. We do an hour and a half workout, 15-minute shower, 15-minute in the hot tub. Oh, there's no hot tub, no showers. And initially, for swimmers, there was no access to locker rooms. So you had to leave the facility wet. So yeah, we were just like, yeah, that's not happening. So I'm trying to look at a positive. So here's my positive. With the money that I'm going to save on my gym membership, I can buy beads. I was doing good, and then all of a sudden I kind of messed up on this. Let me see if I can turn that one down, because that's going to stick out. There, that's better. Yeah, and the other thing is we pay for that yearly membership, family membership, and then we pay for our master's swimming for both of us. So that's quite a lot of money that we'll be saving this year. Our master's swim team is swimming, but we decided not to continue with them because the safety requirements for swimming is such that you can only have 4 people per lane, and there's all kinds of restrictions, and there's just no way it would work for us, so we decided to not do it. So that's another, it's $500 each. So that's a lot of beads. Yeah, so that's a lot of beads. Here may be another reason why I'm in a crappy mood today is you could say I fell off the wagon yesterday. It started out, it was my mood that got me going. I was in a crappy mood, so I was thinking, you know what? I think it's time to have something special to eat. And actually, I was thinking more of, let's get drunk. That has nothing to do with the food, I know. I might as well be honest. And the funny part is I don't drink. We got invited to a barbecue at our neighbor's, and my wife's like insisting on buying alcohol because they're so nice. They keep telling us, don't bring anything. So she goes and buys beer, which we rarely drink. We have bottles of rum from Cuba in a cupboard that have been there for over 7 years. So anyway, we have some beer in the fridge from this barbecue that we went to, because of course she bought a case and we didn't drink it all, or drink any, probably. I didn't drink any. She maybe drank 2. So yeah, I was thinking, I should just maybe have a drink. That'll help my mood, right? I used to work in psychiatry, so I used to work in rehab. That's like major sign. My mood's crap. Let's drink. So anyway, I didn't say anything to her. It was one of those fleeting thoughts. And then we were finishing our walk, and she said, you know what, I have a surprise for you. She said, we've been doing so good during COVID. I think it's time. And she goes, do you know what I'm going to say? And I'm like, yes, let's get drunk. She's like, no. I'm going to make you your favorite meal. Some Spanish rice, which she makes amazing Spanish rice. So, and we use, we'll put chicken or pork in it, so then it makes it kind of an actual meal. So, I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. And I'll take a keto vacation. But of course, here's the thing. When you're doing a keto vacation, it kicks you out of keto. So there's no point just having one thing that kicks you out of keto. This is my rationalization again. I used to do rehab for alcoholism, so I know better. But anyway, so I was like, what can I bake? I said, do you have a banana? I'll make some really good banana bread. I have an amazing recipe for banana bread. I think I've seen Martha Stewart make it too. You put icing sugar crumble on top as well, and oh man, it's so delicious. But anyway, so she's like, yeah, but I threw it out. It's in the compost bin, which we have a little tub on the counter. So I was like, oh, okay. She said, it's still in the peel. I look, it's gone. She's like, oh, I must have dumped it. So I started checking my recipes, and usually when I do a keto vacation, I make cinnamon rolls. Oh my gosh, they're so good. And it's easy because I have a bread machine, so I just stick everything in the bread machine. When it's done, then I roll it out, add the brown sugar and cinnamon, roll them back up, put them in a... So there we have our goodies. So then now which beads? Maybe these? I thought I had some sparkly... I have some really bright pink beads. Look at these. What? Do you know what? I should make these. Use these for the Mila bracelet that I made yesterday. Oh, these would be crazy. Yeah, I think I'll save those for that. I have some yellow, clear yellow. Actually, that would be... Okay, there's that, and I put these too. No, I don't like those. Ooh, I have these. Pink. Ooh, that's nice. I wonder if I should put spacers with this one. You know what? I have some other ones here. Oh, no, they're different. They're a bigger size. These are strange, eh? No, I think this is what I'll use. And I have lots of them, so I probably don't need too many. Okay, let's get the stretch bracelet out and test it out. So let's stretch the cord. Oh, let me get my needle. So this is the needle that I use. You know what? It's not going to fit in here now that I see that. So I made this to use for stringing heishi beads. And you can buy a needle like this. So it's got the rounded end. And then you turn this end over and pinch it. And you attach your stretch cord here. So you bead all your stuff on and then your stretch cord. So actually, why don't we do it for this part and then we'll put these on after. But what I'll do right now is we'll make another one right now. I'm going to do it in copper. That way you can see what I'm doing. And I might try and make it a bit longer. So we're going to go ahead. I use 18 gauge. I probably wouldn't use anything thinner than that because it won't stay rigid. You know what? That doesn't look like an 18 gauge actually. So, and this might not go through. So let me find my 20 gauge. And we will make it with a 20 gauge. Okay, so I have my 20 gauge. Here's the 20 gauge. And take this off. And yeah, that feels like it's there. And okay. So I'm going to condition it to make it rigid. It's pretty good. It's not bent or anything, but this will harden it a bit. Yeah, that's good. Perfect. We will cut this. Put away. And just turn the one edge and make it a bit bigger. So something like that. That's easy enough. And then with this, I'm just going to turn it and try and flatten that. I probably did this too long. We'll see. There. That's, could probably get a little more flat than that. It keeps flipping on me, yeah. Let's see if that works. So that should work out good. Okay. So we'll just, I probably could have done the bottom. Oh, I want to maybe do alternates to make sure that these guys kind of spread out. And where's my little, I'll put the heart at the end. So now we need another green, pink. Let's add a heart. What do we got here? We need a yellow. Add another heart. And we'll start green. Oh, let's put a yellow. I don't know why my colors are off here. Maybe I did too many. Okay, green, pink, yellow, green, pink, yellow, green, pink, yellow, green, pink, yellow. So initially I was thinking 10 would be enough, and I'll tell you why. I should show you the other bracelet. Okay, so this is the one that I made initially. Yeah, there's more than 10 there, so maybe once it's off of that it will bunch up properly, so you can see. Yeah, that's about it. So I do think maybe even less of these would be better, because part of it is you want to see this lovely silver nuggets. So let's just, yeah, so let's try this, get our cord attached here. Yeah, so back to my cheating. So I did find a recipe for lemon blueberry pull apart bread. And I've made this before, but of course, me being on keto, we don't have any of that stuff around the house. We don't have any blueberries or anything. Oh my god. So there's the hearts. You know what? They're kind of lost in there. Oh, they're sad. I think we need to take them out. They're kind of need something different. Yeah, they're, if they were gold, like real metallic. So let me see if I can find something. Okay, I did find something I could use, I think would work. I have these really cool, they're roses, but they're flat and they're metallic. So I'm wondering, I mean, they would probably stick out this way. And I think I would only put one on there, but I have all these different colored ones. I do have hearts, these guys, but they're charms, so they probably wouldn't sit that well. Let's try that. You know what? We need to go for it, I think. So, but there. Wonder if I leave it a bit, it'll stick up further. I think I will. Just turning that to make sure. There. Try that. So, rather than just take this all off, I'm gonna... This is the great thing about this needle. So now you can see it's bent. Just bend it back straight. No big. So I'm gonna go through and take these off. This way. That saves, oh, there's the heart. So take those off. Take your heart off and then continue the next one. Take that heart off. And actually, we don't have to take the other off. So now, what do we have here? A green, let's do the green, yellow, pink. Let's just put these two back on and then we'll add our rose. I'm glad I pulled out that rose because I think that rose would look good in a bead weaving bracelet of sugar skulls. This guy. So yeah, I think it would be amazing. Okay, so let's put this back on. Look at that, is awesome. And just slide those guys down, pull it through, take it off, and remember to cut off this piece, or don't use that piece to your bracelet because it will... Oh, it's too far down. I don't know why it's so far down. I didn't count that right. Okay, so there's 3. That's 6. 3 and 6. So let's move it to about there. Okay, let's pick those up again. Which, make sure I get the same yellow, pink, green, yellow, pink, green, and this guy. Put this back on. Oh, I'm on the other needle. Not the one we just made. So you see how well those work. That is better. Oh yeah, that's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. You know what? I still feel it doesn't really suit it, but let's just leave it. It's kind of blingy. I like it. Okay, so now, of course, we can't string these guys. So we have to do those individually. I'll be right back. Okay, so that worked out pretty good. I put 20 beads. I could probably take 1 or 2 off for my wrist size, but I'll leave it for a bigger sized wrist. My wrists are super small. I've learnt the hard way that it's time to start making the average size. Because then I'm like, oh, you could have it, or yeah, I've got one, I'll sell it to you. And then realize, not so much. They're super tiny, my wrists. It's probably why I have problems with my hand issues. But anyway, get back to my cheating on keto. I think that might have had some, like I used it as a tool for my mood, but it actually, the regret of doing it probably helped to make my mood worse. So we're gonna put some glue on that and we will clip that. Where are my scissors? And then I think we should make a frozen one. So I'll glue that after. But yeah, that turned out pretty good. Now I think it's interesting. This one, oh, you know what I did on this one? Is I did, so these ones are longer. I did, like I turned them. So that's why they fold in a bit better than this one. This one you see a lot of the, and maybe, you know, the other thing is, I'm right. These were too long to do this with. So you get a lot of the metal from the head pin. If it was shorter, they would be more bunched together. So that's interesting thing I learned. But it's still pretty interesting. So yeah, I'll try and do some up. Going back to this idea. Let's see how long I did these guys. Oh yeah, I didn't. There's none. So that's why they bunch together better. So I just turned these like a straight one. So that's why it turned out so nice. It all bunches together well. Okay, cool. I hope everybody's doing okay, and I'm sure my mood will be better as soon as I get more packages. I'm waiting. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure the yoga will help tonight. You guys take care. Bye.